Welcome back to the Nerdy Magpie. I'm David,
And I'm Bonnie.
and we are here again for another video. And this week we have a lot of different things going on. It's been a busy few days. We've had several birthdays
We'll talk about that.
and some other things that
Still,
going on. And
still trying to get over sickness.
yeah, Bonnie's still.
Oh, I'm telling you what, it went away, it seemed like, and then it came right back, and it was bad. And then today I finally feel a little normal, but tell you what, I don't know if it's the heat or what, but it's making me cough so bad.
I think it's the humidity. It is very, very humid outside.
It's like I can't breathe.
Yeah.
My son-in-law says, well, why don't you go and get your chest x-rays? I said, there's no sense in it.
Yeah.
Really, there isn't any sense because I'm on the tail end of it, so I don't think they'd give me anything anyways. So,
No.
but if he comes back again for the third time, then I will.
Yeah. And
I have too many people depending on me.
yeah.
I
Before we
can't.
get started, we had a little Chihuahua named Remy. He was 13, and he got very sick, and he passed away this week. And sad for us. We've had him for a long time, and we remember when we got him, and he was so tiny, and he was
He
white,
was like this big. He was white.
white.
And he turned out to be a kind of a tannish color.
And he was a really good dog, but he just got to the point where you call his name and he wouldn't even recognize you. And
He was barking at his own tail, and he was. I picked him up the other day, which we pick him up quite frequently, but I just noticed he had so many lumps on him, and he just he started having seizures, and he just wasn't snapping out of it. So you know when a dog's ready to go, and
it's a very fine line of they still have life left, or are they in so much pain that they just need
it's
to
not
move
worth
on.
it.
And
It's not worth it. He didn't come from a very good home, we don't think. When the lady brought him to me, she had a whole basket full of them.
mm-hmm.
And he was the only one in there that, I mean, he was completely bit up. He was bit from head to toe like something had been gnawing on him. And it was sad. And from the minute we got him till the minute he passed away, he would bark at everybody around him when he went to eat. He never got over that. He didn't lunge at anybody. He didn't try to bite your hand, nothing like that. He must have been fighting for food. I don't know, but I will never forget that. That was just sad. Really, really sad. And he wasn't real socialized when we got him, but he was like 8 weeks old, so you know when they're 8 weeks, you can deal with them and you can work with them, and so that's what we did. But
I wouldn't say he was ever a overly friendly dog,
No.
but he was very pleasant to be around.
yeah, he was just one of those ones that liked to sit on the couch and just sit on the other end and just be himself, or he'd find himself a little bed to be in, and
It's where he would sleep all day.
he got to be a very grumpy old man, though. He liked his space. So we're very sad about it. But this has been four in a year.
Yeah.
But
I forgot.
most of them were all the same age. So, I mean, I think there's 4 altogether.
Yeah. Remy was our oldest. He was 13.
Yeah. No, Ellie and Clyde were 13 too. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Anyways,
yeah. So it's sad. It's always sad, but anyways. So the weather's been so hot. I was watching Cross Stitch on the Hill, and she said they were getting so much rain. We've only gotten 1 day of rain, and I mean, it poured. The basement was flooded. It was crazy. David went out. He had a shower, and then he went outside and got another shower.
mm-hmm.
He
But
was
I did keep the
sopping
bed.
wet.
I did keep the basement from completely flooding. It got a little water, but
Well,
not much.
Where we live down in the basement, and our daughter-in-law and grandchildren live on top, and the way it's not drained very well down there, and so the water tends to come in, not the garage, the where our living room area, and of course we've got waterproof flooring and all that, so it's not a big deal. But it comes in and floods everything. We have to pick up everything. David does. He has to use the wet dry vac. It's really uphill. It really is. So, anyways, whenever we buy this house, we are going to definitely, that's going to be the first thing on our list.
Yep.
And then...
May even be before we buy this house.
Yeah. So it's just been, with sicknesses and grandkids and everything, it's just been a busy few weeks.
July's gone by pretty quick.
Yeah, July's going by pretty quick. So our daughter-in-law, she had a birthday Wednesday, and then our daughter had a birthday. Our last child had her 23rd birthday. It just seemed like I just had her. I mean, it goes by so quick. And so she had her birthday yesterday. So we had a birthday party Saturday for Maggie. We had a birthday party Wednesday for Mira. And it's just like, yeah. And then in August, it's not going to slow down because we have quite a few August birthdays.
Oh, yeah. And then September
comes along. And
then
we don't have anybody in September except for our Ivan, our nephew. But in October, we've got quite a few.
Yeah. Our son Jacob, and then
our grandbaby.
Little man, Skylar.
Yeah, he's got his first birthday. November, David's brother, but we don't ever see them. And then December, we have 3 or 4.
Brendan's and who else?
Jamie.
Oh yeah, Jamie. I forgot Jamie was in December.
So, and then our son Micah's in August, and our granddaughter's in August, my brother's is in August, and my dad's in August. So we have quite a few. But the other thing that's been going on this week is we're in the throes of potty training. I thought our days of potty training was well over. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. So today, I told David, we have been trying now for 2 months. She'll be 3. The end of August. She knows how to go. She knows what she's doing. She goes and hides. It's a whole thing. And David finally got a little upset yesterday because he had just brought her and she stood right in front of him. She's very, 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 very stubborn. Very. And we love her. And I'm going to be so happy that she's going to be a strong person. But right now... Anyways, so I said no. I thought about it and I prayed about it, and the Lord said, get her some Coke. Coke aggravates the bladder, and no, we don't give them Coke all the time. In fact, it's a very rare thing. So I got a cup out and I said, we are going to give her Coke because it irritates the bladder and it'll make her want to go. And my husband's like, no, we just need to give her juice. I said, no. We're going to call it magic juice, and she's getting in the bathroom, and she's going to go potty. So, anyways, we've been 2 for 2 today. That is just like...
accidents, but she went twice, and she was so excited.
And she came and told us she had to go potty.
Yes, that's a big
So,
thing.
we have not been focusing on her having accidents. We've just we've got the bubble gun out, and we've got the Coke out. And she's been sipping away on that magic juice, and our granddaughter Scarlett says, what's magic juice? I said, none of your business. None. You are not to know what magic juice. This is only for people who potty train. So
we've been having a potty party all day.
Yes, we have.
It's been fun.
We do this happy dance, and it's a video she watches, and oh my goodness, she loves it when we do the potty, or the happy dance.
She went. Yeah.
And then I have to tell you one more thing. She, the other day, has this song she loves. It's a video, and it's called Red Light, Green Light. And they do different moves. So, like, red light, you stop, of course. Green light, you go. Yellow is slow, so you got to move slow. And then orange is like a robot. And blue is like you bend back and you go like this. Oh, she didn't think her Nana could do that. So I was doing it, and she's sitting there watching me like, oh, Nana knows. About 5 times I was out of breath. I was dying. I said, that's it. No more red, white, green. Like, okay, Nana, yay. I was like, oh, brother. So we're in the middle of all of this, and it's not been good for my lungs at all. That might would have started my cough back up.
Maybe you were clearing out anything that was in there.
Right. So anyways, we'll get on with the whips now. I think
Okay.
I have quite a few that I worked on. I've been doing temperature stitches, and I've been spinning the wheel every day because I've been doing Christmas in July. And the temperature stitch is whatever whips I have. And then I have been doing pond lily. Pond lily every day. I say it real fast and it doesn't sound like what I'm saying. But anyways, so the first thing I worked on, I don't work on Sundays anymore.
Did you want to show the picture?
Yes, both.
At first, which one?
Show it.
Sorry.
We discussed this, and he does not listen at all.
No, I'm listening.
No.
It's just...
Excuse me. You are watching your TV and your videos, and you're not watching what I'm doing. So, anyways, we're moving on. This right here is this. I did this for a temperature stitch. This was came up as the temperature stitch. I'm still really loving this. The only thing I'm worried about is these words at the bottom, because they are done on linen, and this obviously is not linen. So I'm not sure if I'm even going to put in the words. I really like it, but I don't know. I don't know. So that's the first thing I worked on Monday for temperature stitch. And then I did Oh What Fun, which I don't know why I put it behind this one, but oh well. Oh What Fun is my stocking by Satsuma Street. And I did, I completely outlined it, and I did some more right here. So that's what I got done. I was off a little bit right here, so I decided to do a leaf here to make sure that when I go up this way, it's going to work.
Very nice.
I think that's what I did anyways.
You need a new stocking. Your old stocking you've had since you were a baby.
So that was on Monday, and then of course I worked on Pond Lily, and I will show that because I worked on it all week. The next one is Pochette Halloween or Little Halloween, and I did finish up this. I brought it around. This is where it ended, and then I'm working on the tree here. I am loving this so much. So much. And I will be putting, I'm going to take close-up pictures of this. My daughter-in-law suggested it. And then you can see what I'm talking about. David will put it up in the corner somewhere.
I will.
And that was on, so Little Halloween I worked on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It came up all 3 days as a temperature stitch. Yes, temperature's been very steady.
It all came
So I worked on Blizzard, the Animal Crackers by Stacey Nash. I worked on Blizzard, and I outlined his scarf. And yes, I'm doing his scarf in a different color. I like this. I like the color of it, and I did put in his eyes, or around his eyes here. And then I put in these right here. So that's what I've done.
He's a cutie.
So that was on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I worked on Little Halloween again. And then Frosty Pals. And I've gotten her face in. Oh, I'm loving her so much. I love both of these. So I finished right here. So when I do these that I spin the wheel for, I do as much as I want. I usually don't do according to how many stitches. I do what I have a goal in mind what I want to finish for that day. So, or that time that I'm working on it.
You know, they kind of look like the old-fashioned
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
Yeah. Teresa
Mrs.
Koget's
Claus.
known for that. Okay, and then on Friday, I did Pond Lily only because that's my fully finished Friday. So, Saturday, though, before everybody came over, I did chili. And if you remember right, I'm doing a rainbow toboggan on him. And I put in his eye and his cheek here and I think his wing. No, I just did this, but I had to tear it out several times. And it doesn't help when your granddaughter's talking to you a mile a minute. And you're like, you don't want to be rude and say, stop talking. But anyways, yeah. And I don't mind her talking at all, so I'll quit my whatever I'm doing so I can hear her. And then it was Advent. Advent was, so Chili was my temperature stitch, and then Advent, I put in the runners here, and then I started in on the kitty cat, and here's his eyes right here. I don't particularly like that. I'm hoping because he's a black cat that it's going to come in. It's going to look better.
He looks cute.
But here it is. I hope you can see it. It's a mouse and a cat in a sleigh. So I'm not doing all of these. I just picked out some that I wanted to do. And I'm doing them individually. And then this is Pond Lily. Oh, I've fallen in love with her. I outlined her wing here. And then I put in all of this and her crown. And her hair is coming in right here. And this is what I worked on all week. I think I only had this done last week. I'm not sure, but
right, you've gotten quite a bit done.
I've gotten quite a bit done, and she's very quick. So I still got to do this. This is all back stitch and beads up here. So, but I'm right in here. I don't have much more, and then I'll do the rest of her hair. Her hair doesn't look like it, but she's a little redhead, brown and red. I love that one. Oh, it's been one of my favorites so far. I wasn't sure when I first started. I was like, I'm not sure about this one. But, oh, it's turning out so cute. Okay, so those are my whips. And I did have a fully finish. I was wondering how I could do a fully finish. I knew I needed a Halloween bag. I didn't have one. And I'm trying to make folders for all of my current whips. So I decided to take one of my cross stitches that I knew I didn't want framed or anything. Nicole Spore, I was watching her tutorial on how to frame a cross stitch, or not frame a cross stitch, but make a cross stitch into a bag or a fold. And she said, there's your tastes change. And it has changed since I did this one. So this one's been lingering in my under the bed box. And it's by Soda Stitch. And I just love it, but I don't like the material. So, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. So, it's not perfect, but I did finish it as a patchwork. And then I had this material on the back, the steampunk Halloween material. I just love it. And then I got that like 3 years ago, I think. And then this material came with it too. This and this. So that was my fully finished this week.
I think you did a fantastic job.
It was kind of a guessing thing because I couldn't, she was doing hers into a bag and this isn't a bag. So it was a little off, but I put the pockets a little further back than I normally do, but it worked out just fine. So that's it. That was my fully finished this week. And I'm glad I had it. I really like it. And like I said, it's not perfect, but it works. Okay, I do have 2 new starts I want to start. And I don't care what anybody thinks because these are my charts. And I've been trying to go through, you can't see them, but over here I have floor to ceiling charts.
I'll put a picture up.
And I've been trying to go through them and put them in clear page protectors. And so I was in the letter C.
Yes.
C, and I ran across 2. And I usually go by the author is how I don't go by the title of the chart. I go by the author. Does that make sense? Or the publisher.
Yeah.
If there isn't an author on
right.
it. So this one is Country Cross Stitch, and I just was not feeling that rooster I told you that David picked out. So I found these, and I thought, oh, this is so cute. I forgot I even had these. So I asked him, which one would you like better? Because I felt bad. and he picked this one called Barnyard Quilts. And it's by Country Cross Stitch. Book number 26.
Chickens.
And here's one with geese. I know geese is another big thing again, but I just fell in love with that. And it doesn't look like it's going to be very hard to do. They also had these, but I will not be doing these because these are full coverage. Forget that. That's been long past for me. And then this I thought was cute, but of course I don't have anything with a washboard. Oh, I guess they got it on a towel, but I don't do towels either, so. We don't have a kitchen down here, so, and it would get roomed upstairs. So.
Not yet.
So this one is the one, a new start for me. Sometime in the next couple of weeks, probably. Probably the 1st of August. I'll probably start this one. And then the other one is Nutcracker Village by Country Cottage Sampling, I think. I can't show it to you because I don't have
A picture of it.
right now.
There.
It's up there. So I've been wanting to do those, and I forgot completely about it. And when I was going through, I was like, oh, I want to do these. I was going to do Kringles, but I really think I'm going to do these. Because my daughter was always in the Nutcracker every single year for 15 years.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to do the Nutcracker Village. I don't know, and I haven't discussed it with David, but, you know, framing is so expensive. And frames are hard to find around here for some reason. A lot of people find frames. We have a hard time finding frames.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I want to do them individually, but I don't know if I like that idea. Because I don't really have a Nutcracker Village tree. So I'm not sure. Do you think I should do it as a whole piece
Well, if you
and
did
try
it,
to frame it, or do you think I should do it as individual?
well, if we're going to use it for Christmas decoration, it would be nice to see the whole piece.
Okay.
But
Well, if you
And I-
have an opinion, please let us know.
and Bunny got me a book a few years ago, I guess, on how to make frames and all that. And I can make frames. It's just finding the right type of wood and things like that, you know, to
Yes.
do it.
Yes. So, and I'm sorry, my hair looks greasy. It's really not. I took a shower before I came here, and it doesn't help the humidity either. Anyways, so that is what I've got those new starts, and so I will probably be starting those sometime this week. David's got I do everything in markup RXP, and I love it, and I know a lot of people have a hard time with it. For some reason, I've never had a hard time with it. And so David's going to put in the Nutcracker Village and the Barnyard Quilts.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll probably take him a couple of days. I've been asking him now for 3 days. So anyways, I'm hoping I'll start it, like I said, by the 1st of August. But I really would like to start Nutcracker Village since it's Christmas in July. I would. The other thing I'm going to be doing this week is I am trying to be good and to start up my cross stitch in the daily 30. I just have a hard time having people tell me what to do. I guess I'm a Selena, our granddaughter. I'm very stubborn as an older form. And I'm trying to get in my brain, I can take a picture before and then, but I keep forgetting to take the after picture. So I'm trying to do the daily 30 because I really like the group. It's not a pressure group at all.
She asked me to take the pictures, but I have ADD and I can't
Forget
remember.
it. He forget him doing it. Nope.
Yeah.
And then I'm also doing Christmas bingo. Nobody wanted to do the Zoom calls with me. And I don't know anybody else who's doing bingo. So I decided to do my own bingo. So I'm doing Christmas in July. And I came up with a bunch of words that are, you know, cross-stitch words. And you can see here, I only got one more. And I'll have and I get to buy myself a prize.
That's right.
So I put 25 days on here because I don't stitch on Sundays. So that gave me a little bit of leniency. But if you'd like to do this with me, I'm going to be probably doing this every month. And then rewarding myself. I'm not feeling bad because I'm rewarding myself. So, that's what I'm doing there. And let's see, was there anything else? Oh, haul. Oh yes, I got a haul in today, or this week. I'm not gonna put her name out there. I'm not gonna say anything about the shop. But I'll have you know. I've been waiting on this since November. The last time I heard from this lady was February. And it was because I called her. And I'm on her Facebook page for her shop. And David here called her finally the end of June. She didn't get back to me till around July 4th. And I was sick. I was so sick. And she says, I want you to know that your stuff is being put in the mail on Wednesday. This was 2 weeks ago. And if you have, from now on, if you have anything that's coming from our shop, everything is posted on our Facebook page. So make sure that you subscribe. I said, okay, thank you. I was not. Normally, I will. If you make me mad enough, you've had it. But I thought to myself, lady, I paid well over $100 for this stuff. And I don't usually say how much I pay for stuff, but this was special. And me and David had talked about it. We had a little extra money. And I've been calling her. And I've been on her Facebook page this whole time. She had nothing. Nothing. And if you're paying well over $100 and they're not telling you anything, I think you have a right to say. Here it is July. It was November. We don't have a lot of money. We're on a very limited income. So, I mean, how are you supposed to know? So anyways, I finally got my Lady of the Flag and the second one, and I can't remember which one that was, and all the beads. And at this point, I don't even want to look at it because I'm upset. So who knows when I'm going to be starting that, and I'm definitely not showing you it because everybody knows what it looks like. But anyways, I will never buy from this person again. But I'm not going to say who it is. Don't ask me because I don't do that kind of stuff. But yeah, it
just
won't be
needs to
happening.
be known.
It won't be happening again. I'm sorry. I would have never treated anybody like this, and I was not the only one that's treated like this. So, anyways, I asked if you all wanted to do a Zoom. Nobody. So I guess nobody's itching for company like me. So there'll be no Zoom calls. And David will have to just hear about it.
I'll Zoom you.
But anyways, let's get on to what's in the box.
Ooh, what's in the box?
Because that's the last thing we do is what's in the box. And I'm not going to look. David's going to come up with something. And I hope I remember because I put these in last year when I started my floss tubes back up again. So.
Ooh, this stuff. I think we've already went over.
Well, why are you putting... No, because I put them up.
I didn't put it back in there, but I'm just saying.
I put them up.
Oh, okay.
I've been putting them up. I don't know.
I'll give you a couple.
Because remember, there was stuff I was looking for.
Okay. Here we go. Oops, sorry. And I'll let you show.
Okay. These, I think everybody knows unless you're new to cross stitch. These I use for my, to hold my fabric. On once, I have a, Case Creation stand. Right?
Mm-hmm.
With my, I think I've showed it before. Yeah, I have. I did a review on it. Anyways, so I clamp one side in, and then the other side where I roll it up, holds it in place. Holds my pieces in place. So, there's that. And then these, of course, are needle minders, and they're ones I got at different retreats I've been to.
Chucky!
I have a daughter-in-law who absolutely is freaked out by Chucky. Good thing I'm not around her. Anyways, somebody made this one. Isn't that cute?
It's very cute.
And then this one, I love this one. It's like Wedgwood almost. Looks like a Wedgwood
Is that a
piece.
little honey beehive?
It's a skip.
Oh, okay.
Skip.
Very
Is
nice.
it a skip?
I don't know.
Honeybee skip? They go up there on my... See them up there? Yeah, I have a can that I put them on. So anyways, so that's what those are. And I think that's it. Right? Do you have anything more to say?
No. Like, subscribe, follow.
And share. Even if you don't, even if you just have watched it and don't want to subscribe, just like it. Put a thumbs up. That helps us out. That helps us to know that you've seen it and you hear us. And
We have some very loyal followers, and
we're appreciative for everybody.
yes, and it's nice.
For everybody.
It's nice, but we really are doing this for posterity's sake, so that when our granddaughters look back,
My
they can
grandson.
see. Yeah, and I forgot. Grandson looks back, they can see Papa and Nana.
Niece, our nephew. We
Yeah.
have nephews.
Sure.
We have some nieces we haven't seen in, I don't know.
Yeah.
They might eventually run across it. Who knows? So, it's just nice to hear from people to say, hey, yeah, we seen you. We like what you're doing. So give us a
Yeah.
like and a shout out.
Yeah. And I might get the courage to start a channel, and then we'll take it both from there.
Yeah,
I'll have Bonnie be on my channel.
yeah. Doesn't hurt. We have nothing better to do other than potty train.
Watch grandkids. Play on the floor with little man. Awesome.
Oh, he started standing up yesterday.
Yeah.
I looked over and he's standing straight up. I was like, oh my word, we're in trouble now.
So,
Woo, okay.
well, you all have a blessed week, and we will see you next Sunday. Bye.
Bye.